Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. We talk about all things Facebook ads. My name is Sydney. I'm a Facebook ad expert at Vertex Marketing Agency. And today I want to talk to you about 5 creative tips so you can improve your Facebook ads today. They're gonna be really easy, really simple to follow, and let's just get started. My first creative tip is that unpolished, more authentic content tends to perform better. People not only prefer that kind of content, we can actually really notice when it's not. And often that type of ad looking content sticks out like a sore thumb. I know personally when I'm scrolling on Instagram or TikTok and I see an ad that doesn't look like a normal video on my feed, I skip it right away. So you wanna make sure you're giving off that very authentic platform like vibe with all of your ads for you to actually get noticed. And the reality is that overly professional looking TV style ads tend to not perform as well as just casually shot UGC content that you can get from creators. Hey guys, quick little side note, while I was trying to find some content to put inside of this YouTube video, I wanted to show you the fact that even larger brands like Lululemon are using more user-generated content for bottom of the funnel like conversion objectives versus when they use something more like reach or traffic, they're using more branded, professional taken type of content. So I went on the TikTok ads library, which I know we're talking about Facebook ads here. Here, it's just really easy to search up a brand and also break it down by the objective that they're using. So I searched up Lululemon because I noticed that in their ads library, they were running a lot of branded content and like professionally shot videos and stuff. So I went Lululemon, United States, objective. And if I break that down, if I use the reach objective, you'll see they're using a lot of branded content where it's obviously a professional videographer who came in and took these videos and put them together. Now, if I actually use the conversion objective, which is basically what we should be looking at for the most part, if you actually want to get, sales and conversions on your site for Facebook, again, we're just using TikTok as an example here because the same principles typically do apply. And you'll see that all of the content that they have for their conversion objective campaign is user-generated content. And although here they are selling, I think it's the mirror that you put up in your house and it helps with the workouts. That's a different product, but nonetheless, for their conversion-based objectives, they're using user-generated content for everything here. And for the reach objective, they were using more branded content. So if you're using the conversion objective, user-generated content and unpolished, more authentic videos are going to perform better almost across the board and even for larger brands like Lululemon. So keep that in mind. So my first tip for your Facebook ads is to focus more and wrap your head around the fact that unpolished, more authentic content tends to perform better. Don't get so hooked up on how professional your video looks for your brand. And while keeping it on brand is important, make sure that you're staying with the content of the platform. My second tip is to not be afraid to use humor and make your audience smile. People are usually going to social media to be entertained. And so, coming back on my last point, if your ad doesn't look like the rest of the content that it does on their platform, that's going to stick out like a sore thumb and people are going to scroll right by it. So don't be afraid to use humor and actually lean into the entertaining nature of the platform. There's so many different ways that you can talk about your product, talk about your brand in a fun and engaging way rather than focusing on being super, super professional and really not cracking a smile. So don't be afraid to use humor, guys. My third tip to improve your Facebook ad creative is to use audio to enhance the ad. Now, I'm not saying to design your ad for only being played with the sound on. That's not what I'm saying because that's simply not true. I think Facebook said about 85% of people actually scroll on Facebook and Instagram with the sound off. So you want to make sure that your ad is designed to be played and understood with the sound off. But when the sound is turned up and turned on, you want to make sure it's a delight to listen to and that it really enhances their experience. So in order to do this, you can add subtitles whenever someone's talking. And in fact, adding subtitles and text overlays is a great way to improve your ad, to get more reach and really make people understand what it's about, get them to take the action that you want them to take. So my third tip is to use audio to enhance your ad. Tip number 4 is to work with creators. This kind of summarizes all of my points that I just used, that we want to be authentic, we want to be creative, we want to use humor, make them smile, speak your audience language, and you can do this very easily by using creators. We call this UGC, you might want to call it CGC for creator generated content, whatever you want to call it. Get real people inside of your ads that are not overly produced, highly professional, type of content. You want to make sure it's very authentic. Someone is recording a video with their phone inside their bedroom, and make it feel very real. A few ways that you can go about finding creators to create video content for your brand are places like Billo, and I have a link for that in the description below for you to go sign up, but I love using Billo. TikTok Marketplace is another great place where you can go find creators or understand what it's like to work with a creator. And while this is Facebook, you can still use TikTok creators for all of your video content. Another place is Instagram. There's a lot of micro influencers on Instagram who are looking to make themselves big, and they're starting with creating content for brands and doing partnerships. So you can go on Instagram, find some creators who are looking to grow and work with other brands, and you can get video content from them. You can also go to places like Twitter, and a lot of people have UGC creator looking for work in their description or in their bio, and you can go and get in contact with them there. So there's a ton of different places and lots of different apps that you can use. I named Billo, but there's a bunch of other ones on the web that you guys can search up. Simply go on Google and type UGC creators to work with, and you will find a ton of different platforms. But tip number 4 is to use creators, and to not only use highly professional content shot inside of a studio, because they can work, but they tend to not work as well as UGC and very authentic type of content from creators. And my final tip is to have creative diversity. Do not be afraid to try out totally new and totally different things, even if it's not something that your brand would typically try out. Don't be afraid to try those new things. You can get ideas from places like TikTok Ads Library and use the region and the country and the conversion objective to find ads that other brands are doing and get some ideas from there. You can search up some of your competitors on Facebook Ads Library, see what kind of ads that they're running to source ideas. And while I never recommend copying, you can source ideas. You can get ideas for things that are on trend or that other people are doing, so that you can then improve your own Facebook ads and Instagram ads. So diversity inside of your creatives and inside of your ad account can help you reach different markets of people. And while in the past we used to say get super specific on that single person, use all of the different interests and behaviors so that you can target a very small segment of people and they are the ones who purchase, those days are gone, and we want to make sure that we're tailoring to a broad audience. And ultimately that allows you to scale when you can really tailor to a lot of different people, and different types of creatives will resonate with different types of people. Everyone likes something different, and so if you can have a little bit of everything inside of your own ad account, you're giving yourself the best chance to scale by reaching larger segments of people. So keep that in mind. Creative diversity is super important, and even though you haven't tested it out yet, or you might not be super gung-ho about it, your audience might be. So don't be afraid to test out new things. And that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video content today, you learned something new, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We come out with new videos about Facebook ads every single week. If you have any more questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below, or you can join our free forum called coffeeandmarketing.org, and we'll answer all your marketing questions for free. That's it for today, and we'll see you in next week's video.